Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for another I Saw It in Somerset Studio Magazine. This is the newest edition, and this is the May, June, July 2025, Volume 29, Issue 2. And I am going to be doing one of these cool little fabric collages. I don't know what else to call it. I think that's what she even called it in here. And at the same time, I'm going to be doing this, I don't know if you'd call it a challenge, by Nancy Piter. I've been saying her name wrong this whole time. I am so sorry, Nancy. It's Nancy Piter. She's doing a hashtag half-oween, so like halfway to Halloween, group sort of a collaboration. So yeah, make sure you pop over to Nancy's channel, and I will leave a link in the description box below this video, or you can put in hashtag halfoween 2025. I know there's a lot of other people that are doing this same collaboration type thing that aren't necessarily Nancy's group, but I mean, it doesn't matter. You could still see some really cool things made by different creators. So, or you can pop over to Nancy's channel and get the links to everybody's, you know, everybody that's participating in hers. So that is what I'm doing today. So I could not find, because I just don't have, I mean, in our fabric stores, you're lucky to to find much of anything. But anyways, these types of fabric with the people, even this is a Halloween one, and I couldn't find anything even remotely like that. Super cute. But you see all the little bits down here, and I'm not going to be doing exactly that. Again, as we've talked about a million times, I don't have the same things she has, but I just love the concept of this. Just all the little bits. Like she even has on this little piece of cat fabric, it says meow. So yeah, super duper cute idea, and I love it. So this is by Norma Kool, and it starts on page 68 of the magazine. So anyways, that is my inspiration, right? It's just our inspiration. We're not copying. So I have two pieces of paper. One is an 8x10 sheet of paper. One is a 9x6 piece of paper. And so these are just going to be my guidelines of parameters to stay within. I'm going to attempt to do two. I'm going to start with sort of the journal topper size. So this would possibly go on top of a journal, is what I was thinking would be fun. She did the shadow boxes, and I am going to do one of those. I don't have a shadow box, but I'll get one eventually. So yeah, we're just gonna find all the little bits here that I cut out. So I got fabric that had scarecrows. These scarecrows were so funny. But it had all kinds of other stuff that was much more fall-like, and so she had, you know, just cut out a piece of the fabric, but I didn't want all the stuff that seemed fall-like. I wanted it more leaning towards Halloween. So I just cut out what I wanted out of the fabric, and then, so I'm going to have to do kind of a piecemeal type thing. But anyways, and then I also found some ghost fabric that was super cute, so I cut some ghosts out. And then I found spider fabric, which is cute. Well, you can see that right there. And then I just dug out things that I had here that are in oranges, blacks, you know, all that kind of thing. Like these here. I have these stripes and stars and stuff like that. And then I also have this piece of, I don't know, crochet, some buttons. Since it's going to go on top of a journal, that's going to work for me. So that's kind of where I'm starting for this journal. Or not journal, oh my goodness, this project. So I thought he would look pretty cool on these stars. And then obviously we'll do other stuff too, because like she had all kinds of fabrics in the background and all of that. So that's sort of what I'm going to attempt. I am not a huge, it's going to be very interesting me sewing around all these, but I will do my best to make it happen. And strings are good, so you can keep some of your strings if you want to. I've already kind of kept a pile, but you know, strings are always good for using, especially like grungy projects and things like that. This did not rip straight, which drives me nuts. You can also use bits of these if they have something interesting on them, like this one I kept from one of the other pieces of fabric that has the color code for the fabric. And I thought that would be a fun little piece to keep. So I'm going to just take, because we're going to try to stay within our parameters here, I've got this. I need to make sure it's long enough so that our scarecrow doesn't hang off. I mean, we could just add a different something underneath, but I kind of want to stay within that area. And then, oh, you also will need some batting if you're going to do this. I just have some cotton batting I'm going to use. But these would be really fun, I think, to frame. You could even, if you don't want to spend the money on a shadow box, you could just get like a dollar store frame and take the glass out. You know, if you're going to have dimension. If you're just going to use fabric, then you won't need to take the glass out. But and then, you know, you can put it up for Halloween, and it's not like something that's going to be up all the time, so I think it would be fine in just a frame with no glass. Just a fun little decorative piece. And then that way, if it had one of the little kickstand things, you could just set it on a mantle or whatever. Table, whatever. So I was thinking something kind of like that. And then I have my pumpkin I cut out. Then I need more stuff behind here. I think I want to do the ghosts. I did cut out some ghosts that we'll put on, but I also want to use, you know, like a piece of the ghost fabric. I liked how she did, like it wasn't necessarily concentric as far as there's this size and then there was another perfect rectangle, just a little bit bigger, and another one, you know. She just kind of had some pieces of fabric here and there sticking out, and I liked that. And these are just all different fabrics that, you know, they had at my fabric store. They're not any one particular brand or anything like that. It's just what they had that I could piecemeal together to make something Halloween-like. And we don't have a great, I mean, it's a real fabric store. Like, it has lots of fabric. It's just more centered towards different types of projects than what I do. These ghosts all go, like, no matter how I do this, they're upside down somehow, but I guess they're ghosts, so this one's better. That's better. Struggling there. I like this guy because he looks like he's spooked. And then we need something else. I don't want more stars on that one. Use a piece of this up here. I did not lay these out yet. I kind of got this part together, and that was simply because I had to cut them out. I didn't want you guys waiting on me to cut those, fussy cut those. I like how that one's all jagged. And I probably wouldn't totally go edge to edge like that necessarily, but I want the fun stuff on there. Oh, I also found or got off of the strip, the side, Old Salem's. I thought that was kind of fun. So you can put stuff like that, these bits that come on the side. What's it called? I can never remember. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I can hear you guys, but I can't think of the word. Hate that. So we got some more ghosties popping out here and there. He looks a little spooked. I think this would be cute to put this guy up on the pumpkin stem there. And the leaves are falling. So still fall, but you know, a little more Halloween-y. I like. Got strings. I like how she had like stuff like this just poking out here and there. Oh, rickrack. Where did I put my rickrack? Oh, I want a piece of that. Oh, there's my rickrack. I buried it under fabric, just like I do when I use paper. She sort of had, yeah, the strings. Oops, didn't work on that one. Go. Now I probably want a piece down here. Don't need that much. Oh, hands. They didn't want to. They're like, how about no? How about no? Need a little more off. I'm never going to be able to tear that off. Yeah, when I first saw these, I'm not much of a fabric person. I don't do a whole lot with fabric, but I was like, no, that I like. I just like the idea of being able to put it together fairly simply, because again, I'm not a seamstress by any stretch of the imagination. And then, you know, having it as a decoration or whatever, it's just fun. It's a fun idea. I like it. Maybe I'll put some of these flowers. See, this is cool right here too. Salvage, the salvage edge. I think that's what it's called, right? All you who sew. Salvage edge. I'm going to take this particular, or do I want it hanging out over there? I don't want to lose my little ghosty. See, this is going to be the problem of having borders, but you got to sort of keep yourself reined in, because otherwise you're going to make it so big, it's never going to fit anywhere. Unless you're going to do a big wall hanging or something. Well, you can't even see the flowers that way. I could make this part smaller. Just a little bit. It's all a process. Maybe here. I don't know if I can tear that. Oh, yeah. Good. I don't need that much of the ghost fabric. It's kind of a waste. It's super cute. Those little ghosties. Cover that guy. It's either the spiders or the ghosts that have him freaked out. Don't know which one it is, but he's not loving either of them, I don't think. He's like, not having it. Don't want it. Put it up here. Old Salem's. Some of the stuff I'm just gonna do kind of crazy stitch and just stitch across it because, like I said, it's not my wheelhouse. Take me forever. Let's put some of the stripe on the other side there. I'm definitely liking it. See, that one has it too. Pumpkins, and it's, I can tell you, RileyBlakeDesigns.com. So yeah, I guess I don't know if these are all the same though. I didn't really pay attention to that. I was just trying to find stuff that would work. As we do, right? I kind of like that white edge, but we've already got that edge. Put that somewhere else. Let's get the size first. Am I getting too busy? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had orange rickrack. That would be fun. That's way too long. Button on that. It says sports. I don't know. I don't want that like that. Didn't have a ton of black buttons. Kind of like different shade. Something like that I think would work. And then this needs to go somewhere. This one could go here. And so what I'll do is put the batting under that and maybe find another piece to just not really worry about what it looks like, but go behind it like a plain something. I'll sew those buttons on. I use black thread. I'll pause while I do this so you guys don't have to watch me do this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my buttons stitched on. I think I want it that direction. So these stripes are going this way, those are going that way. I just have a piece of fabric that I've got loads of that I probably, it's not my favorite. So I just took a piece of that, cut a piece of batting that's smaller than all of this. So I'm going to kind of just flip this over. And we're just going to start assembling it from that direction. I'm going to go ahead and put my piece of paper down again just so I don't get out of control with edges and whatnot. That goes on last. So we're going to take this one. It's going to go up here. And we're just going to do that. We're just going to go in the order that they're in. And I'm going to tack. I'm using my glue stick because I'm going to stitch around this. So this isn't going to be the end, you know, this isn't going to be what's going to hold it together. It just is going to hold it in place long enough that I can get it to the sewing machine all together. Hopefully. That's the plan. Anyway. And this one's going to go here. Just a skosh, I think. I just don't want to obviously see the batting. That would not be fantastic, right? This one goes over here. Oh, that is backwards. Because, you know, the layer thing. Forgot. It's okay. We're good. I'm going to scoot that one up a little more, I think. Oh, yeah, that isn't. I don't want to cover up those little doodads on the edge there. That's their technical term, doodads. And this one goes over here. And that'll just get grabbed when I do the stitching, hopefully. This one I did add up here just because I thought it was fun to have another design. Am I up too high with the ghosts? I think I might be. Just a skosh, I think. To go down there. Got to cover all the batting. I got probably a little bit further outside of the edges than I wanted, but it's okay. And I have no idea what journal this will go on. I may just end up selling it as a journal cover. I don't know. I didn't think all of that through yet. I just loved this idea, so that's where I was going with it. No plans, though, for that. I don't know if I'm going to get to the other one. but it'll be the same process anyway. I can show you guys when it's done. Because that is going to take me a minute to get that all stitched. Oh, I need to say hugs and blessings. Sorry, I just totally got in the mode and was like, not good. So hugs and blessings to Susie, Kay, Donna, and Sandy. Thank you guys so much for always watching, always having kind things to say. I appreciate all of you so much. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a short time or a long time. I appreciate all of you so much. And I do know I couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Does this out there, I guess? Oh yeah, these. Oh, what was here? What did I do? Well, we're gonna have to put something there. I don't know what I am missing, but it's okay. We'll get it. Yeah, there was something there because I remember covering up that ghost. That's what's going to be there now. I think I just scooted things down, so this is going to have to go up here a little higher. It was down there, but I think we're going to have to put it about there for it to work. Yeah, I got a little crazy on my borders there. Still fit. It'll still fit. And our little leaves. And our other little ghosty. I kind of like him sort of sideways, like he's floating off that way. Freaking out the scarecrow. This just needs to be tacked down a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna pause again. I know, fun stuff. And then I'm gonna go stitch that. Wondering if, do I want this crazy little bit? Yeah, maybe so. Okay, wish me luck. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. I'm going to preface this by saying I am not a seamstress once again. I mean, I really like it. It's super janky and kooky looking. I think it's fun, but yes, definitely some very poor sewing skills here. This bird cracks me up. But I enjoyed it, and I do like it, and I think it's perfect for Halloween. Like, it's just, you know, I like that kind of silly, spooky, you know, not anything gory or scary or any of that, but just fun. And I definitely had fun. So I'm going to put another one together. I've got it all set up already, so you guys don't have to watch that part, but at least you'll get to see it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I thank Nancy for doing this, asking me to participate with her. You know what? I think this is the wrong side. It's this side. Oh my goodness, why can't I remember? Because this is super fun, and I'm glad she got other friends to also participate, because that's fun. I know what I'm missing. I am missing a piece of paper for under here, because I moved it. See, good thing I did that. Okay. Now this one goes on this side, but I actually need this one first. There are strings everywhere, y'all. I have got strings on my strings from tearing all that fabric. Did I even get any of the glue on the right spot? Yeah, this is obviously much smaller with the batting and that, but you don't need it to be really big. I mean, you could kind of try to get it edge to edge. You're going to get more of that quilted effect, but I think this one turned out fine. I've got that still that, you know, quilted look, which is fun. Let's see, this one goes over here. Some music. This one I'm not as worried about because it's not going on a journal cover. I mean, it does need to fit inside of a frame, but I can move some things around if I need to. Actually, that one I'm going to have to, because looking at it, that corner hanging out won't be great. Kind of, obviously, if it's going to be in a frame, right? Needs to be like that. And I don't really need this much fabric, but I liked the squares, so I'm going to just stick with it so I don't mess it up. Definitely recommend having, if you're going to frame or journal or whatever, using a piece of paper the size that you want, because I know I would have it all messed up if I didn't do that. Piece of Tim Holtz fabric here. And this one we'll put over here. And put the glue on the wrong side again. Because I'm good like that. This one's going to go on like this. Sort of centerpiece here. Yeah, imagine if you had somebody that was really good at sewing around all that stuff. One thing I would recommend is if you can find fabric like the lady in Somerset Studio Magazine had, I would recommend that, where, you know, your kind of main image is on there and you don't have to fussy cut it out or anything. Only because, I mean, this definitely works, but you could do a lot less work, you know, a lot less messing around with it if you you wouldn't have to stitch it the way I did. Although she did an excellent job. If you look in here, she's much better than I am. Very, very good at stitching around the characters. So if you're good like that, you'll be fine. But if you're not, if you're like I am, then this one goes here. And somehow I don't like that gap. I did not have that gap before. So we're going to put a little something else in there. Kind of like we did on the last one. There's always a little spot or something that might not be fantastic, so just do that. And this is the one I'm going to sew buttons on, but I learned my lesson from this one I'm going to sew the buttons on after, which obviously makes way more sense because I couldn't get the foot of the sewing machine around there, so I just did some really janky stitches. So yeah, hand stitches, which is something else I don't really do. But hey, it worked. Oh, I think I wanted that over on that other side. Well, it's going on that side now. Strings. Mitzi, I don't think this is the project for you. Way too many strings. She would be like, ah, screaming. She doesn't love the strings, which sometimes I don't either, but I'll actually move this over. I don't want these to be so like straight, perfect. So we're going to do it like that more. Ah, sorry, I'm getting cramps in my hands. Having horrible Charlie horses. And I can't figure out what the deal is. It's really annoying. And I've been getting them sometimes in my fingers. And I've tried, I've looked online and done all the things about minerals and vitamins and minerals and all that. I think menopause is coming to kill me. I kind of decided that's the culprit. Just wants me to be done. And then I have this little ghosty. Oh, it'd help if I glued some of this stuff down, huh? Okay, that one I did. Did I do that? I did that one. And then I have a leaf because I broke the stem on this pumpkin. So I'm going to put a leaf. Although it doesn't matter because sometimes pumpkins are like that. But I'm going to put this little guy behind his leg because that's what he's looking at. He's looking at that little ghosty popping out behind his leg. Imagine being a scarecrow because he can't run away. He just has to stand there and watch that little ghosty. Although a cute little ghost like that would be not that big of a deal, but if it was a real ghost, it would probably be scary. And then I have burlap and strings. I might put it more like... And then my little flower, I stitched, a button in the middle, just some strings there. That'll go there. Oh, that's probably going to have to go on after, but I'm just going to leave it there because of the stitching thing again. And then this is from the Salvage Edge and just some strings. Some more fabric. I think that will go up here. Black hat. He's got his black hat. That's actually, I think, the name of one of the fabrics. I think it's the one with the ghosts. I think. And this little ghosty is going to be flying. See, I wanted him on the stars, but he's flying on the checks instead. Because I switched them. My lovely brain. And that's from the Salvage Edge. Put some strings. We got strings, man. Do we have strings? See, how cute would that be in a frame? I think it'd be fun to like hang in your powder room or somewhere. It'd be cute. I thought I had one more leaf, but I must have dropped it or something. I mean, there's one there, but there was, oh, that one that I glued or already put on. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, I'm going to go stitch this, and I'll come back to show you what it looks like done. Might actually kind of have that not perfectly together. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Woo! That's all I got to say about that. I should never try to take on these kind of projects. This one is by Norma Kool. Norma Kool. So this is the, what do you call it? Inspiration. And I am also participating with this in the hashtag Halloween. Sorry, I don't know how I say it. It's the halfway to Halloween. By Nancy Piter. Thank you so much, Nancy, for asking me. I really did have a blast. And I love these. Just my sewing execution is a little bit sad days, but you know, it's for Halloweeny and it's janky and I'm fine with that. But if it was more of like the style she did, I don't think I would want it this janky. But anyway, I tried and I think they turned out pretty good. I definitely like them. It is super fun if I was only a little bit better at the sewing, but it's okay. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you check out all the ladies that are doing the Halloween and yeah, and just enjoy it. I know some people aren't really into Halloween. This type of thing definitely you could lean more fall, like the fabric that I showed you where I got the scarecrows, and you know, go that direction, and it would be super cute as well. And of course, just the everyday style that she did. So like this would be super cute for 4th of July. So, and these nice fall ones, it makes me so jealous when I look at her stitching. I'm wondering if she hand stitched that. It looks like maybe she did, but I definitely can't do that. My hands would revolt. But anyway, it was fun. And again, thank you to Nancy, and I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Love ya. Bye.